any kind of salvation, which is power and authority, or coming out of captivity to require to the Most High. They take humility and a broken and contrite spirit. Your prideful butt going to the Most High with your arrogant, prideful butt. You ain't, Most High ain't hearing that. He ain't hearing that. You better humble yourself and show the people how to be humble and broken, with a broken and contrite spirit before the Most High. Melt you. That's what I'm gonna melt you. That's serious. Isn't that enough to fear him, to be afraid of him? Most High started raining down fire and brimstone. A day of fire and brimstone. It just burned up those with that prideful attitude. What's that fire? How does fire happen? Just proof. The Most High got them angels ready for the commandment of the Most High. Don't get it twisted. It ain't gotta be no haphazard thing happen, an accident happen. No. The Most High had them angels come in and start burning up everything. Because he's a consuming fire. And you wonder what happened? How did it happen? They trying to figure it out. Arsonists. They're gonna come with arson. No. The angels were the arsonists. For real, for real. You look at people, I know people, friends that burned up. Burned up. Most High the one that killed, and Most High the one that make alive. Don't say it can't happen to you. It can happen to any of us. Anytime. You don't know, like myself said, don't worry about tomorrow, because the evilness of the day and the evil will be tomorrow. That's the time he was in. It's worse than it ever been. Now, that's why he say everybody say, Mashiach, not going into the kingdom of heaven, but them to do the will of the Most High. And the will of the Most High is coming in the volume of the book. He giving us an understanding of how we should be. There's a balance, y'all. It ain't just one way. He have a balance. He loved us enough to give his life for us. And when he was crucified, he said, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. Stephen said the same thing. What kind of spirit do you have to say that? Knowing that your enemy is putting you to death. Those that are anti-Mashiach. Crucify him, let his blood be on us and on our children. Listen, verse 22. Many will say to me in that day, Mashiach, it's in judgment. Have we not prophesied in thy name? See? Brothers going to be prophesying in the name of the Lord and Savior. And in thy name cast out devils. In his name, by Shem Yahushai, by Shem Mashiach Yahushai, in the name of Jesus, in the name of Yeshua, Yeshaya, and Yehoshua, and all the different names that they have. We'll be standing before him saying this. Hear what it said? Many will say to me, when? In that day. We'll find out when that day is. And in thy name done many wonderful works. We'll be rolling in the name of the anointed Savior. Done many wonderful works. And then will I profess unto them, I never knew you. Depart from me, ye that work iniquity. You that work wickedness. You that work in sin. Look. When is this? When is that day? This is the day right here. 2 Corinthians. This is the day right here. Second Corinthians 5 and 10. 2 Corinthians 5 and 10. This is the day right here. For we must all appear before the judgment seat of Mashiach. That's the day. For we must all appear before the judgment seat of Mashiach, that every one may receive the things done in his body, while we in these mortal bodies. That's your thoughts, your speech, and your actions. According to that he have done, whether it be good or bad. Hear that? That's the judgment. They will be standing before him saying these things in that day, this day. For we must all appear before the judgment seat of Hamashiach when he come to judge and make war. That's the judgment seat right there. That's him coming to judge. Because the Most High has given him all judgment. He's going to judge according to the way and the law, such commandments of the Most High. His rules and regulations from the Most High. Verse 11. Knowing therefore the terror of Hamashiach Yahushua, we persuade men that we are made manifest unto the Most High, and I trust also are made manifest in your consciences. So your mind got to think right, to change, to become better in the eyes of the Most High. And you become better in the eyes of the Most High, you will become better in the eyes of all men, because you please the Most High. You can make even your enemies be at peace with you. But you looking at you don't have peace because you don't please the Most High. Something's wrong. I mean, he's not a man he should lie. That's what he said. Go to St. John 14. St. John 14 and 15. If you love me, keep my commandments. He said, if you love him, keep his commandments. And if you love him, he tells us to keep the commandments of who? The Most High's commandments. His laws, statutes, commandments. His rules and regulations. Saying, I will pray the Father, and he shall give you another comforter beside himself. Listen. That he may abide with you forever. Right? So he'll give you another comforter. Even the Spirit of truth, whom the world cannot receive. So if you are the world, you can't receive this. I don't care if you call yourself an Israelite or not. Your mind is caught up in the world, you can't receive this. The world cannot receive this because it seeth him not. See? And it ain't some mortal man saying that they the comforter. Because it seeth him not. It don't see him. See, it don't see him. The world can't see him. Neither know of him, but ye know him, for he dwelleth with you and shall be in you. Shall be in you. See, I will not leave you comfortless. I will come to you. Hear that? I will come to you. What do you say? Verse 16, I will pray the Father, and he shall give you another comforter. Then you come back and say, I will not leave you comfortless. I will come to you. Who is this? Hamashiach Yahushua. Remember he said in Matthew 24, if those that have ears to hear, you better hear and understand. Whoever you see on this earth today is just a mortal man. Matthew 24 and 5. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Mashiach, and shall deceive many. So here we are, when it's saying, I will not leave you comfortless in John 14 and 18. I will come to you. I will come to you. See? Verse 21. He that hath my commandments and keepeth them, he it is that loveth me. And he that loveth me shall be loved of my Father. And I will love him and will manifest myself to him. So if you don't love him, Mashiach, you can't love him, you ain't talking about him. You can't love him and nobody know that you even believe in him. They got to actually believe in him, Mashiach. Or the world knows Jesus Christ. Because you ain't talking about him. You ain't confessing him. But you confessing all the things, prophecy for continually. Okay, you done prophesied. Now, learn to confess him and give glory to the Most High. You can't glorify him. You can't praise him enough. David said, rise Most High. We saying, Krom Yasha'Allah, rise Israel. Israel ain't going to rise to the Most High, rise to allow Mashiach to rise, then we going to rise, people. Show me where we rose without the Most High. Rising. That's why David over and over again said, rise Most High. He prophesying what's going to happen to us and what's going to go down. with us as a people until the Most High to rise. He's the power. We ain't got no power. We ain't no power with the Most High. And Mashiach Yahushua, as he's saying here. I will not leave you comfortless. I will come to you. So I'm going to pray to the Father. He'll send you another comforter. Then he said, I will not leave you comfortless. I will come to you. Why the Most High said he's speaking to us in these last days by who? His Son. That he sent in Acts the 2nd chapter until now. The Spirit of the Most High. The Spirit of Mashiach Yahushua. But if you understand that spiritually, then what can I say? That's why he's saying, listen. Verse 21. He that hath my commandments and keepeth them, he it is that loveth me, and he that loveth me shall be loved of my Father. And I will love him and will manifest myself to him. Because you love by the Father and the Son. And he will manifest himself to him, right? Verse 23. Mashiach answered and said unto him, if a man love me, he will keep my words, and my Father will love him. And we, that's the Most High of Mashiach, as I said previously, will come unto him and make our abode with him. He that loveth me not, keepeth not my sayings. You don't love him, you don't keep his sayings. And the word which ye hear is not mine, but the Father's which sent me. See? So it's not his words, it's the Most High telling us what we need to do. You have a voice, Mashiach is the word of the Most High. So it's coming from the Most High. But you look at it, Mashiach Yahushua, but this is the Most High. It's the Most High's words. John 15:9. As the Father hath loved me, so have I loved you. Continue ye in my love. So as the Most High loved him, so have he loved us. So continue in Mashiach Yahushua love. If ye keep my commandments, ye shall abide in my love. Even as I have kept my Father's commandments and abide in his love. You see how he's letting us know how we connected to him and he's connected to the Father? And we ain't going to be connected to the Father as we want to be connected to the Father until 1,000 years, when the Most High is all in all. That's when we'll be connected totally to the Father. Once the Mashiach take 1,000 years to show us of the Father. These things have I spoken unto you, verse 11, that my joy might remain in you, and that your joy might be full. Yeah? We can have joy, and our joy will be full. Be full. This is my commandment, that you love one another as I have loved you. Greater love have no man than this, that a man lay down his life for his friends. Ye are my friends if, that's a condition, ye do whatsoever I command you. Henceforth I call you not servants, for the servant knoweth not what his master doeth. But I have called you friends, for all things that I have heard of my Father I have made known unto you. Ye have not chosen me, he said. So everything that he heard of the Father he made known to us through these words that he said when he was in the flesh. Ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you. Hear that? Said we didn't choose him, but he chose us. And ordained you that ye should go and bring forth fruit, and that your fruit should remain, that whatsoever ye shall ask of the Father in my name, he may give it you. See? These things I command you, that ye love one another. See? Over and over again. You couldn't say it more and more and more. Especially in these last days. That we love one another. Not just because you are involved with myself or any other leader that call themselves being directly anointed of the Most High, bringing forth his word. These things I command you, that ye love one another. So you got to look at how you loving one another. How are you fulfilling what he's saying? It's not just those that are around you. You gotta love Israelites. Listen, go to St. John 10. They asked him, are you Hamashiach? They ain't asking, was you Jesus? They ain't asking, were you any other name? Yeshaya, Yahawashai, Yehoshua, whatever name. But are you Hamashiach? This is important. See, y'all using one name, but this is what's important, spiritually. Look at St. John 10 and 23. And the Mashiach should walk in the temple in Solomon's porch in the time of feast and dedication. Then came the Jews round about him and said unto him, how long dost thou make us to doubt? If thou be Hamashiach, tell us plainly. So if you be Hamashiach, tell us plainly. He ain't asking, are you Jesus? Are you Yehoshua or Yahushai or Yeshaya or whatever name that we use today? They want to know, are you Hamashiach? There's only one anointed. There's only one Messiah. Tell us plainly. So listen what he said. Mashiach answered them, I told you, see, and ye believe not. See? So he's telling them that he is Hamashiach. So you got to wait for Hamashiach to come for the first time as Samar. He said, I am Hamashiach. The works that I do in my Father's name, they bear witness of me. He said, but ye believe not, because ye are not of my sheep, as I said unto you. See, some don't believe in doing what he say do, because they're not of his sheep. But to hear what he's saying spiritually, and recognize, and all you that's not following this, you better change. You better become a new creature. You better be born again, or you anti-Mashiach. And he came with the words of the Most High. And the Most High said, I'll melt you. I'm going to melt you. Because he's a consuming fire. And Mashiach is there to fan them flames from us. Don't let it move aside. And that flame come and get you. It's going to be hot. You say, hey, you touch fire, you get burned. It's a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power. So listen to what it said. Verse 27. Verse 26 again. Because, but ye believe not. You don't believe that he's a Mashiach because ye are not of my sheep. And as I said unto you, you're not of my sheep. Everybody that's an Israelite, not the sheep of Mashiach. He said, my sheep hear my voice. See, the sheep will hear his voice. The voice of who? The Mashiach, which is the word of the Most High. My sheep hear my voice, and I know them, and they follow me. See, the sheep hear his voice, and they know Mashiach, and they follow him. And I give unto them eternal life. That's who eternal life is coming to, the sheep of a Mashiach. He the one coming to judge. We just read that. Everybody gonna be to judge the seat of a Mashiach. So it says, hey, my sheep hear my voice, and I know them, and they follow me. And I give unto them eternal life, and they shall never perish. Neither shall any man pluck them out of my hand. So you need to be showing our people, or we need to be showing our people, how they could be in the hand of a Mashiach rather than the hand of some man. That's what they do in the churches. What's the difference? If everybody gonna uplift their leader or their Messiah or whoever they want to call, however you want to look at it, rather than being a sheep of a Mashiach Yahushua, learning that you are Mashiachim, that you got to do what he say, which is doing what the Most High wants us to do, to be a sheep. Say, nobody can pluck you out of his hand. Can't nobody take me away from my faith in the Mashiach unless they slip me a Mickey or something. Understand this by showing Mashiach Yahushua. And this is what he's saying. His sheep hear his voice. His sheep hear his voice, which is the word of the Most High. And I know them. You see, he knows you. That's why all they coming for him and say, this, that, and the third, I did this in thy name, this, that, and their name, this, that, and their name. Just going through formality. And he come back and say, Depart from you that work iniquity, I never knew you. What you think gonna happen to you? I'm gonna show you real quick. So you say a sheep hears his voice. I'll show you real quick. This is gonna happen to you. Revelation 20:15. Revelation 20 and 15. Whosoever was not found written in the book of life was cast into the lake of fire. This is all about working, doing what we can do while we're in these mortal rental bodies that the Most High allows us to have, so our names be written in the book of life. Because if it's not written in the book of life, you'll be cast into the lake of fire, point blank. Choose life or death. That's it. Life, eternal life, or death, be cast into the lake of fire. That's the only choice we have in this day and time. Straight up. Going back to St. John 10, verse 27, my sheep hear my voice, and I know them, and they follow me. So you hear his voice, you're going to confess him. You're going to learn to. Or you're going to be one of them to say, hey, we did this in our name. And you thinking you're doing it in his name and all this, casting out devils and wonders and many signs in his name. Say, depart from you that work iniquity, I never knew you. You can cast you into the lake of fire. He said in verse 28, and I give unto them eternal life, and they shall never perish, neither shall any man pluck them out of my hand. My Father, which gave them me, hear that? The Most High, that gave us a Mashiach, is greater than all. And no man is able to pluck them out of my Father's hand. I and my Father are one. They agree. Say the Most High gave us to a Mashiach Yahushai. A Mashiach Yahushai has been given the ability to choose who he wants, who his chosen are. And ain't nobody able to pluck a Mashiach Yahushai's sheep out of the Most High's hand. You think you that bad? Do you fight with the Most High? There's a few things to fall into the hand of the Most High. He's a consuming fire, y'all. Fire from his waist up, fire from his waist down. Spirit. Fire. He said, earth is my footstool, so how much fire can you have if his heel is on the earth, and that's just something so small, so significant, insignificant, I might say, that his heel fits on the earth. Footstool. You want to deal with it carnally? That's what he said. The earth is my footstool. Heaven is my throne. The heaven of heavens can't contain him. So who are you talking about? When y'all put him in a little box somewhere, he's here with you. Say don't dwell in temples made with hands. Ain't no house you can build him that he can dwell in. When he said his foot, his heel fits on the earth. Earth is footstool. Shoot, man, you know what footstool is? That's like the earth. He put his little heel on that. And from there goes out into the universe. Beyond our imagination. That's our power. Most High power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Beyond our little measly recollection. This is our power. Go look at Luke. So we can expect. Luke, 19th chapter, 14th verse. Luke 19 and 14. But his citizens hated him. You hear that? That's why he said a man is not a prophet in his home country. Hear what it says? Luke 19 and 14. But his citizens, these are Mashiach Yahushai's citizens, his people hated him and sent a message after him saying, we will not have this man to reign over us. So we ain't gonna have him to reign over us. We ain't no Mashiach him. We ain't following him. We gotta follow him. He ain't the Mashiach. He ain't our Mashiach. He ain't the Messiah. He not the anointed. We ain't gonna have him reign over us. That's what he said. Luke 19:27. But those mine enemies, so you become the enemy of a Mashiach, which would not that I should reign over them, bring hither. He said, bring him in front of me, and slay them before me. That's going to happen, people. That's going to happen. See? See? His citizens, verse 14, hated him and sent a message after him saying, we would not have this man to reign over us. He ain't reigning over us. See? That's our people today. We show them that Mashiach is a brother. Hair wool, feel like the fine brass is burning in the furnace. They still want to believe in that so-called white image, especially our people, the Israelites. They want to believe in something that's untrue. That's why he told us we gotta learn to love each other. St. John 15 and 18. St. John 15 and 18. If the world hates you, you know that it hated me before it hated you. If you are the world would love its own. It's like people, they love celebrities and so-called those that are doing sacrifices to whoever and whatever you can think of. And then done whatever you can imagine for success. And going through all kinds of changes, not free. Still in captivity. The Israelites, we still in captivity. I don't care what level you go to. One way or another, they're going to let you know that. Whether they want to reveal it or not. If you are the world will love its own. But because you are not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hateth you. See? And if you ain't come, he said you're going to be hated for what? For his name's sake. So if you ain't rolling by Hashem Mashiach, the name of the Lord and Savior, then you be hated for whatever it is you saying. That's why I will start with Colossians 3:17. Whatsoever you do in word or deed, do all by Hashem Mashiach. So you come in the name of the Lord and Savior, and that's how Mashiach can go to the Father on your behalf or on our behalf. See, and we give thanks to the Most High and the Father by him through Bahashem Mashiach. Thank you, Most High, in the name of the Lord and Savior. So whatever you do and say is going to the throne of the Most High. And we give thanks to the Most High in the name of the Lord and Savior. Ephesians 5:20. So it's all there. It's already laid out. The program is already laid out. It's just a matter of the mysteries that's going over your head because you don't want to hear spiritual things. To understand, ain't nothing more power than, and no entity on this earth more powerful than the Most High. Ain't nothing more powerful than the Most High. And that's how we get in this spiritual power in the name of the Lord and Savior from the Most High. But if you understand that, then you got to go your own way. That's why Mashiach said, but those my enemies in Luke 19:27, which would not that I should reign over them, bring hither and slay them before me. See? You trying to go some other way, ain't but one way. You say, I'm the way. I'm the path. I'm the direction. That's going to lead you and show you how to follow the Most High's truth, which is his law, statutes, commandments. That's Psalm 119, 142. That's going to lead to everlasting life. It has to be as so because scriptures tell you. We know. Revelation 14 and 12, Revelation 22, 14, those going to be blessed. The kingdom to keep the commandments of the Most High. He's not going to deviate from that. He can't deviate from that. He's not taking the place of the law. Because he said, I'm the way, the truth. He's not taking the place of the law. He's just giving you understanding of what he's saying. Do what we're supposed to already know. You know about the truth. In Psalms 119, 142. You're bringing it forth. I'm talking to the leaders. You're bringing that forth. But you understand what he's saying. I'm the way, show you how to follow the truth, going to lead to everlasting life. I'm the way, the truth. He's an example. He came here and he did not sin. He did not break the laws of the Most High, so it can be done. That's why he said he came in the flesh, like every other man. So he's an example. Now we got to work. It's the Most High labor. That's why he said, let the multitude perish then, which was born in vain. In 2 Ezra 9:22, let my grape and my plant be kept, for with great labor have I made it perfect. So he's making us perfect as we do what we're supposed to do to show ourselves approval to the Most High, but it's not that he ain't making you perfect. You ain't being made perfect if you ain't doing what he say do. Letting your body be a living sacrifice, changing to be better. And not all this corrupt. You ain't made it to the kingdom yet. Nobody gonna be your slave. Ain't nobody gonna be none of our slaves till we make it to the kingdom. And we gotta work to be in the kingdom. How you know what's gonna happen tomorrow? You ain't made it to the kingdom yet. None of us. What's your number in the 144,000? Ask your leader that. And you leaders let me know. Most I done told you what your number is of the 144,000. No, we gotta all work to get there. Say the righteous scarcely gonna be saved. You done elevated yourself to be there already? I hear brothers say, you know, we ain't doing all this in vain. You don't know what you're doing. You don't even know how you're gonna be thinking tomorrow. You don't even have your right mind. You might bug out. Anytime. You better understand who we dealing with, the Most High. He's a man of war. What you doing in war? Your strategy on how you gonna tear people up. Tear them down. Just kill them. Nobody go to war with no love. My servant just said, don't think that I come to send peace on earth. I came to send not peace, but a sword. Paraphrasing. Most High is a man of war. So in war you have strategies on what? How you gonna take people down? One way or the other. So that's why we gotta be, like he said, following him, because he said, I and my Father are one. They agree. You ain't running to Mashiach Yahushua, running to the New Testament, think you getting away from that one that y'all say is so mean in the Old Testament. He said, look, he just said, hey, those mine enemies that would not, that I should reign over them, bring hither and slay them before me, kill them in front of my face. What y'all gonna do with that? What you gonna do with that? That's from your sweet Jesus. Come on. You better understand, he coming to judge and make war. And he bring it when he come. Ain't gonna be no mercy and grace then. So you better try and get this as much as you can while you can. Ephesians 6. Ephesians the 6th chapter. Before it's too late, brothers. And I'm talking to those that know and those that don't know. Because you have those that are so against us as Israelites. We bring in the scripture. We bring in the word of the Most High as it is written. Just because it don't please and comfort your off spirit, that's because you rolling with the wrong spirit. Ephesians 6:1. Children, obey your parents by Shalom Mashiach, I'm saying the name of the Lord and Savior, for this is right. Honor thy father and mother, which is the first commandment with promise. You hear that? Honor thy father and mother, which is the first commandment with promise. Shoot. But understand this, that it may be well with thee, and thou mayest live long on the earth. You hear that? That it might be well with you, and thou mayest live long on the earth. And ye fathers, provoke not your children to wrath. Don't provoke the children to wrath. Men that have children, but there's a condition, bring them up in the nurture and admonition of the Most High Mashiach Yahushua. See, that's how we got to do. We got to bring them up in the nurturing of the truth. As the Most High said, told us this. God, let me not say it. Let me show you in Psalm 78:5. That's why you're responsible. You can't just look at your child and did this and did that, so you ain't did what you're supposed to do. That's what he said. Psalm 78:5. For he established a testimony in Jacob and appointed a law in Israel, which he commanded our fathers, that they should make them known to their children. These laws are the Most High. Moral laws, civil laws, dietary laws, ceremonial laws that we can follow in this day and time. How to serve the Most High, how to serve each other as Israelites, how to love the Most High, and how we love each other, as the Mashiach told us. They use the word of the Most High. So it says, that the generation to come might know them, even the children which should be born, who shall arise and declare them to their children. But how are you going to teach your children to be like you are and hating your brothers, hating your sisters that's not around your church or your camp or your congregation, or haven't even came to the knowledge of the truth? You done beat them down before they even have the knowledge to even learn. So they done ran away. You're responsible for that spirit that you ran away. You're responsible for that spirit. So you got to have tact. You got to have means to be able to. I did a lesson on tact from the Bible, scriptures. You got to have tact, means of how you got to maneuver in dealing with our people so they can come to this life, come to the knowledge, wisdom, understanding of the truth. You take tact. You got to be tactful. That you preachers have charisma, you got to be charisma in this truth to be able to deal with our people, and not just one way. Not just one way. It might not be the way you think they're going to come in. It might be another way. You got to be versatile. Okay, you find they're a certain religion, then you got to know that religion to be able to talk to them where you can talk and speak on the same level. You see? Try the spirit by the spirit where they're of the Most High. Everybody, the Most High say you're going to give a Mashiach a name what? Above every name in heaven and earth and under earth. Everybody know about him. Great conversation piece. And at the same time, you confessing him before man. But if you can't hear that spiritually, then hey, what could I say? They've been involved in some type of religion, or even if they haven't been involved in religion, everybody know about him and heard of him. They definitely know of the Most High, so talk about him. When you look at color in the Bible, all this stuff is meat. Ain't no milk. Trust me. I challenge any of you. That stirs up the spirits. Your president, your racist, your this, that, and third, whatever. But Hamashiach was shot. They know about him. Now you have a conversation you can both communicate, and then you start bringing little by little, because what we know is me from the start. So what is that you really agree on that you can start to communicate with? Okay, that's cool. That's right. Then when they try and go off and try and deal with it, and then you bring it to them. But everybody know about him. I remember I went out when his brother said, I don't know, but I know one thing, they was elevating the Lord and Savior. Everybody was saying that. They were saying it around him. People came around because Most High gave him a name above every name. I say about Mashiach Yahushua. Ain't nobody asking me who I'm talking about. They ask me how to pronounce it. They know who I'm talking about. But y'all say you got to say Jesus Christ. You don't have to say Jesus Christ. Tell them once, his name in the spirit, who they call Jesus Christ, is a Mashiach Yahushua. Look at my videos. That's what I say. Been saying it years, for over 20 years. They ask me, how do you pronounce it? How you say that? How you say his name? That's what they ask. They already know what I'm talking about. Because the Most High did this. When Mashiach met Saul on the road to Damascus, he spoke in the Hebrew tongue. Joseph and Mary spoke Hebrew. So they gave him a Hebrew name. And he spoke Hebrew when he came and met Saul on the road to Damascus. So there's nothing wrong with this. That's why we're supposed to be teaching our children. Verse 6, that the generation to come might know them, know these commandments of the Most High, his laws, such as his rules and regulations. Even the children which should be born, whom shall arise and declare them to their children. See? The children got to learn this so they can declare it to their children. That they might set their hope or their faith in the Most High. And not forget the works of the Most High, but keep his commandments. Can't get no clearer than that. Why have we not kept the Most High's commandments? Because we destroyed for what? Lack of knowledge. Because we have forgotten the law. The Most High called us a bunch of rejects. Which you are a reject. If you ain't following his rules and regulations, he don't care nothing about you. You got 1/3. And for you to say that it's you and whoever you can see with your eyes now, what about those that died that was a 1/3? That's coming with a Mashiach Yahushua. It was rolling in the name of the Lord. So that knew him from the beginning. Remember, the prophets had the spirit of a Mashiach. So they knew him. It was rolling. David said, the Most High said to my power, a Mashiach Yahushua, sit thee on my right hand till I make thine enemies thy footstool. So David was Mashiach. He knew about this already. This is a mystery. So are you teaching that? In the volume of the book, it's written of him. You do the will of the Most High. So you do the will of the Most High. The Most High have a voice. He's that word of the Most High, bringing it to us. He just starts. So I say, I will not leave you comfortless. I will come to you. And the Most High tells us in Hebrews, in these last days, he's going to speak to us by his Son. Come on. Take a rocket science to figure this out, brothers. Philippians, the book of Philippians. Third chapter. Verse 1. It says, finally, my brethren. Now who do you think his brethren is? Children of Israel. 12 tribes of Israel. Rejoice by Hashem Mashiach Yahushua. He said, rejoice, be happy, be glad, rejoice in the name of the Lord and Savior. To write the same things to you, to me indeed is not grievous, but for you it is safe. Beware of dogs. See? Say, beware of dogs. Now who are the dogs? You talking a little Lassie and Mint 1010? Dogs running around, beware of dogs? They'll bite you? No. Say, beware of dogs. In Uncle's Bible Dictionary, dog means a name that the Israelites used concerning the Gentiles because of their profaneness and because of homosexuality. So beware of dogs. Beware of evil workers. Beware of evil workers. Beware of the concision. He's given us who we got to beware of. For we are the circumcision which worship the Most High in the Spirit. Keep telling you, it's all about in the Spirit, being in the Spirit. Worship the Most High in the Spirit and rejoice in a Mashiach Yahushua, or by Shem Mashiach Yahushua, in the name of the Lord and Savior, and have no confidence in the flesh. No confidence in the flesh. For the flesh going to lead you to hell. The Spirit going to lift you to everlasting life. That's why he said, for we are the circumcision which worship the Most High in the Spirit and not in the flesh. It's the Spirit that quickens. The flesh profited nothing. The words that I speak unto you, they are spirit and they are life. Verse 4. Though I might also have confidence in the flesh, if any other man thinketh that he have whereof he might trust in the flesh, I more. See? No, he says he dying daily. Of what? Being fleshly. Dealing with his lust. Dealing with all the things that everybody else deals with. Not making himself no different. But he said he became all things to all men to win them to who? Oh, Mashiach. Because he was experienced. Shoot, Saul was killing Israelites that believe on the name of the Lord and Savior. And the Mashiach blinded them on the road to Damascus. And opened up his eyes to what? Follow what? And suffer for what? His name's sake. By Shem Mashiach, in the name of the Lord and Savior. Sake. That's why you see what he's doing. All he's doing is, hey, resurrection of Mashiach, in the name of the Lord and Savior. That's all he was pushing. Mashiach. He suffered for his name's sake. because he was destroying people for his name's sake. So the Most High had a Mashiach Yahushua deal with him one-on-one to make sure he suffered for it in the name of the Lord and Savior. But you see, he wrote most of the New Testament concerning his writings. Listen and say, circumcised, verse 5, circumcised the 8th day, as it is in the law. The boy is supposed to be circumcised on the 8th day, of the stock of Israel. He's an Israelite. Of the tribe of Benjamin, and Hebrew of the Hebrews, as touching the law, a Pharisee. Hear that? This is Saul, whose name was changed to Paul. So the Pharisees were the ones that was delivering the law, teaching the law. So he knew the law. And he said he was, you hear what he said? He said he was a Christian. They called them Christians like they call us a whole lot of names until this day. But he said, listen what he said. Circumcised the 8th day of the stock of Israel, of the tribe of Benjamin, and Hebrew of the Hebrews, as touching the law of Pharisee. See? Go to Romans 11:1. This was him identifying himself. So you know. I say that after Most High cast away his people, Most High forbid. For I am also, this is Paul, an Israelite, of the seed of Abraham, of the tribe of Benjamin. Most High has not cast away his people, which he foreknew. People that he knew before, ain't no new people he created. Same people being born on this earth that are Israelites. So Paul identified himself as an Israelite. He wrote most of the New Testament. And they called them Christians in Antioch, like they call us Mashiach Yahushua in Matthew 11:19. The gluttons and the wine bibber. You see? They call us many things. But Hebrews 7:14 says, for it is the evidence of fact that our power of Mashiach Yahushua sprang out of Judah, of which tribe Moses spake nothing concerning the priesthood. But he has become our high priest under the order of Melchizedek, Mashiach Yahushua. He is our high priest, this day and forever. So going back to Philippians 3, verse 6. Concerning zeal, persecuting the church, as I told you. Persecuting all of them that call on the Mashiach Yahushua name. Touching the righteous, which is in the law, blameless. See? Touching the righteous, we know Deuteronomy 6:25 says, righteousness is keeping the laws of the Most High, which is in the law, blameless. But what things were gained to me, those I counted loss for a Mashiach. Things that he gained in doing the things he was doing as a Pharisee, he counted them lost for a Mashiach. See? That's why he changed. And the Spirit became one with a Mashiach, which will become one with the Most High, because he had a Spirit. You said, remember I said, he said, I will not leave you comfortless, I will come to you. And he sent the Spirit in Acts the 2nd chapter, and he sent to gave Paul the Spirit once he anointed him, and he received the Spirit of the Most High, the gift of the Spirit of the Most High, and a Mashiach Yahushua on the road to Damascus. Look at Colossians 3:1. If ye then be risen with Mashiach, seek those things which are above. This is spiritual knowledge. Where Mashiach Yahushua sitteth on the right hand of the Most High. Set your affection on things above, not on things on the earth. You see, that's what people, you program to just look at, deal with everything that you can see because you require a sign. Israelites. Say, set your affection on the things above. Spiritual knowledge. Not on things on the earth. For you are dead, and your life is hid with Mashiach in the Most High. How are you dead? You're dead to the dead works that's set up on this earth to send you straight to hell with everyone that's going to follow the dead works. See, that's why I say, for you are dead. And your life is hid with Mashiach in the Most High. When the Mashiach, who is our life, you know? When the Mashiach, who is our life, shall appear. How your life if you ain't confessing? But you confess everything else but him. But the Mashiach, who is our life, shall appear. Then shall ye also appear with him in glory. Mortify therefore your members which are upon the earth. Fornication. Look at these things. Fornication. Spiritual fornication. Going against the Most High. You become the idol, which is short for idolatry. Dealing with sleeping around with this woman and that woman, this man, that man. Uncleanness. Come on. Uncleanness. You nasty. You ain't trying to keep yourself clean. You dealing with things that you know are filthy and nasty. If you don't know, you should be asking to make sure that you're not being unclean. Uncleanness, inordinate affection, people having intercourse with all kind of animals and all kind of bestiality and little children. They just round up somebody that had about 150 children in a sex ring. They got all these sex rings going on now. You don't know if your child will be safe going out. They ain't covered in the spirit of the Most High going out in this world. You got evil people out there, evil workers of iniquity. Inordinate affection, evil concupiscence. That's what I'm just talking about. All that falls into this. And covetousness, which is idolatry. You hear that? Design all the things that somebody else had. You know, that's Israel. Hey, where you get that from? How much that cost? Oh man, I'm gonna get me that. I don't get that. Can't even afford it. Ain't even think I don't have enough money to get whatever. And I was, where you get that from? Where that come from? You gonna get it? I mean, I like that out there. I want to get that. I want to get that, but they never gonna get it. Just coveting. I can just design everything that they see somebody else having. They know we're like that. That's why we're the economy. Over $1 zillion strong a year. Ain't got nothing to show for it. Sad. Listen, verse 6. For which things sake, all these things, the wrath of the Most High cometh on the children of disobedience. The Most High wants us to be obedient. You don't want, Mashiach don't want to keep going to the Most High. When you ask him, forgive you for this, forgive you for that, and you come up with an excuse, oh, the just man falls 7 times and rises up again. Not doing the same thing over and over again. Yeah, you might make mistakes, but you can't keep doing the same thing over and over again. And then keep coming with, oh, a just man falls 7 times and rises up again. Got something for you. Hebrew, look, the spirit of the Most High went right there. I just turned the page and went right to it. All praise.